Welcome to Nikita on Drones, the podcast where we explore how drones are shaping the future of our world. I'm your host, Nikita, and today we're diving into a topic that intersects technology, sustainability, and economics: cargo drones and their environmental and economic impacts. Cargo drones, also known as unmanned aerial vehicles, are no longer just a futuristic concept. They are rapidly becoming a viable solution to many of the logistical challenges we face today. However, as with any emerging technology, it's crucial to weigh the benefits against the potential challenges. In this episode, we'll explore how cargo drones are influencing both our environment and economy, assessing both the positives and the potential downsides. In an era where climate change and sustainability are at the forefront of global concerns, the environmental implications of cargo drones are a significant topic of discussion. One of the most notable environmental benefits of cargo drones is their potential to reduce carbon emissions. Traditionally, delivery vehicles, particularly those powered by fossil fuels, are major contributors to greenhouse gas emissions. The World Economic Forum has highlighted that last mile delivery, the final leg of the delivery process, is responsible for a substantial portion of a product's carbon footprint. Cargo drones, especially those powered by electricity, present a greener alternative. These electric drones produce zero emissions at the point of use, making them an appealing option for companies aiming to lower their environmental impact. Moreover, cargo drones have the potential to optimize delivery routes. Traditional ground vehicles are often subject to delays due to traffic congestion, which not only increases delivery times but also leads to higher emissions. Drones, on the other hand, can take direct, unobstructed routes, bypassing traffic and reducing the overall distance traveled. This efficiency in routing contributes to lower energy consumption and, consequently, a reduced carbon footprint. The environmental benefits are even more pronounced when drones are used for short distance deliveries, where their energy consumption per kilometer is significantly lower than that of traditional vehicles. However, the environmental impact of cargo drones is not entirely positive. One of the challenges associated with drone technology is noise pollution. Drones can generate considerable noise, particularly in urban areas where they are most likely to be deployed for last mile deliveries. This noise can be disruptive to both humans and wildlife. In densely populated areas, the constant buzzing of drones overheard could lead to a decline in the quality of life for residents. Furthermore, the impact on wildlife, especially birds, is a concern that cannot be overlooked. Drones flying at low altitudes could disturb natural habitats, interfere with migratory patterns, and cause stress to animals unaccustomed to these devices. Therefore, it's crucial to establish regulations and guidelines to mitigate these impacts and ensure that drone operations do not harm local ecosystems. Another environmental concern is the potential increase in electronic waste. As the adoption of cargo drones grows, so does the need for batteries and other electronic components. The disposal of these components, if not managed properly, could lead to an increase in electronic waste, which poses a significant environmental hazard. To address this issue, the drone industry must invest in the development of sustainable batteries and recycling programs to minimize their environmental impact. In addition to these concerns, the production of cargo drones involves the extraction and processing of raw materials, which can have a significant environmental consequences. The mining of metals and rare earth elements used in drone components such as batteries and motors can lead to habitat destruction, water pollution, and increased carbon emissions. Furthermore, the manufacturing process itself can be energy intensive and contribute to the overall carbon footprint of the drone industry. Therefore, it's essential to consider the entire life cycle of cargo drones from production to disposal when assessing their environmental impact. Despite these challenges, the potential environmental benefits of cargo drones cannot be ignored. By reducing their reliance on fossil fuels and optimizing delivery routes, drones have the potential to significantly lower the carbon footprint of the logistics and transportation sectors. However, to fully realize those benefits, it's essential to adopt sustainable practices throughout the entire life cycle of cargo drones, from production to disposal. Moving on to the economic implications, the introduction of cargo drones into the logistics and transportation sectors presents both opportunities and challenges. One of the most significant economic benefits of cargo drones is the potential for cost savings and increased efficiency. Last mile delivery is often the most expensive and time consuming part of the supply chain. By bypassing traffic and taking direct routes, drones can deliver packages more quickly and reliably, leading to lower operational costs for companies. This increased efficiency is particularly beneficial for businesses that rely on timely deliveries, such as e commerce companies and perishable goods suppliers. Moreover, drones can operate autonomously, reducing the need for human labor in the delivery process. This automation can further drive down the cost for companies as it eliminates the need for drivers, reduces fuel consumption, and decreases the wear and tear on vehicles. However, this also raises concerns about job displacement. The rise of cargo drones could potentially lead to the displacement of workers in delivery and logistics sectors, particularly those employed in last mile delivery services. It's essential to consider how these workers will be impacted and what measures can be taken to provide them with opportunities to transition to new roles within the drone economy. Cargo drones also have the potential to enhance accessibility, particularly in remote or hard to reach areas. Traditional delivery methods can be impractical or prohibitively expensive in rural regions or areas with poor infrastructure. Drones can overcome these challenges by delivering goods directly to these locations, improving access to essential services and goods for underserved populations. This capability is especially valuable in emergency situations where drones can deliver medical supplies and aid to disaster stricken areas. In this context, cargo drones could play crucial roles in humanitarian efforts, providing timely assistance to those in need. While the economic benefits of cargo drones are clear, the challenges cannot be ignored. Regulatory and infrastructure hurdles are among the most significant obstacles to the widespread adoption of cargo drones. Governments and regulatory bodies need to establish clear guidelines for the safe and efficient operation of drones. Issues such as air traffic management, privacy concerns, and safety regulations must be addressed to enable the integration of drones into the existing transportation infrastructure. Additionally, investments in infrastructure are necessary to support drone operations, including the development of drone ports, charging stations, and communication networks. These advancements not only create economic opportunities but also drive innovation and infrastructure development. The economic impact of cargo drones also extends to the job market. While there is concern about job displacement, the rise of cargo drones also presents new opportunities for job creation. The development, manufacture, and maintenance of drones requires a skilled workforce, creating jobs in those sectors. Furthermore, new business models and services can emerge around drone technology. Companies specializing in drone logistics, software development for drone operations, and drone maintenance services are likely to see growth, contributing to economic development. Governments and industry leaders must implement policies and initiatives that ensure the economic benefits of drone technology are distributed equitably. This includes promoting the use of drones in underserved communities and creating opportunities for local businesses to participate in the drone economy. In addition to job creation, the rise of cargo drones has the potential to stimulate innovation and entrepreneurship. The development of new drone technologies and services presents opportunities for startups and small businesses to enter the market and drive economic growth. For example, companies that specialize in drone delivery services, drone fleet management, and drone software development are likely to see increased demand as the adoption of cargo drones grows. Furthermore, the use of drones in industries such as agriculture, healthcare, and disaster relief could lead to the development of new applications and business models that drive economic growth and create new jobs. However, the economic impact of cargo drones is not limited to job creation and innovation. The widespread adoption of drones could also lead to changes in the global supply chain, with potential implications for trade and international relations. For example, the use of drones for cross border deliveries could lead to changes in trade regulations and custom procedures, as well as increased competition between countries in the development and deployment of drone technologies. Furthermore, the use of drones in industries such as agriculture and manufacturing could lead to changes in global production patterns, with potential implications for labor markets and economic development in both developed and developing countries. So, how do we balance the environmental economic impacts of cargo drones to ensure their sustainable integration into logistics and transportation? The key lies in adopting sustainable practices and fostering collaboration between governments, industry stakeholders, and communities. To maximize the environmental benefits of cargo drones, it's essential to adopt practices that minimize their ecological footprint. This includes using renewable energy sources to power drones, developing quieter and more efficient drone models, and implementing measures to protect wildlife and natural habitats. Continuing research and development in these areas will be crucial in addressing the environmental challenges associated with drone technology. For example, the development of hybrid of solar powered drones could significantly reduce the reliance on conventional batteries, thereby reducing the potential for electronic waste. In addition to adopting sustainable practices, it's also important to consider the broader environmental implications of drone technology. For example, the use of drones in industries such as agriculture and forestry could have both positive and negative environmental impacts. On the one hand, drones can be used to monitor and manage natural resources more efficiently, reducing the need for harmful practices such as deforestation and overfishing. On the other hand, widespread use of drones in these industries could lead to increased surveillance and monitoring with potential implications for privacy and civil liberties. Collaboration is also vital in addressing the economic challenges posed by cargo drones. Government, industry stakeholders, and communities must work together to establish clear and consistent regulations that provide a framework for safe and efficient drone operations. Public-private partnership can play a crucial role in developing the necessary infrastructure and technology to support drone operations. By working together, stakeholders can create a supportive environment for the growth of the drone industry while ensuring that the benefits are shared widely. Economic inclusion and workforce development are equally important in ensuring that the rise of cargo drones benefits everyone. As the cargo drone industry grows, it's essential to provide training and education programs to help workers transition to new roles in the drone economy. Supporting small businesses and startups that are developing innovative drone solutions can also promote economic inclusion. Government and industry leaders must implement policies and initiatives that ensure the economic benefits of drone technology are distributed equitably. This includes promoting the use of drones in underserved communities and creating opportunities for local businesses to participate in the drone economy. Furthermore, it's important to consider the broader social and economic implications of drone technology. For example, the use of drones for delivery and transportation could have significant implications for urban planning and development, with potential impacts on land use, transportation, infrastructure, and housing markets. Additionally, the use of drones for surveillance and monitoring could raise concerns about privacy and civil liberties, particularly in the context of law enforcement and security operations. Therefore, it's essential to consider the broader social and economic implications of drone technology and to develop policies and regulations that address these concerns. The potential of cargo drones to revolutionize logistics and transportation is immense, but is accompanied by a set of environmental and economic challenges that must be carefully managed. By adopting sustainable practices, fostering collaboration, focusing on economic inclusion, we can harness the potential of cargo drones to create a more efficient, equitable, and environmentally friendly transportation system. As this technology continues to evolve, it will be essential to monitor its impacts and adapt our strategies to maximize the positive outcomes for both the environment and the economy. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Nikita on Drones. I hope you found today's discussion insightful as we explore the environmental economic impacts of cargo drones. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review if you enjoyed this episode. Until the next time, keep thinking about the future of drones and how they might change the world around us. This has been Nikita for Nikita on Drones. Stay curious, stay informed, and I will catch you in the next episode.